Now on Sunrise, a man recorded on video suffering in the back of a patrol car. Now his family has filed a wrongful death lawsuit. Plus, thousands of Oregonians could lose access to mental health care after a policy change at Care Oregon. Your news starts right now. Good morning, and thank you for getting up with us on this Saturday morning. I'm Thomas Schultz in for Libby Dowsett. We'll get to your headlines in just a few minutes, but first, let's check in with Corey Johnson for a first look at that Saturday forecast. Corey?
Yeah, thanks, Thomas. We are expecting a pleasant Saturday on tap, but as we get into Sunday and Monday, it is going to get extremely hot for us, and that's because we have an extreme heat watch in effect for us. So we are weather impact alert. Sunday and Monday, the valley is going to reach highs of 95 to triple digits, and near the coast, it'll be 77 to 90 degrees in the way of temperatures, and potentially some Monday morning fog for us as well. Now, temperatures right now pretty calm as we start our Saturday morning. Right now along the coast, 53 in Astoria, a mixture of mid 50s to 60s in Portland. And then as we get toward the Dalles, 65 degrees for us. There, a beautiful live picture for us out from our Rose City Cam, 60 degrees for us. A nice picture for us as we start our Saturday morning. 65 in the Dalles, very sunny. Not going to see much in the way of cloud cover throughout much of the day. So just sunny skies, and if you want to enjoy the weather before it gets really hot over the next 2 days, now's the time to do it. In Southwest Washington, highs of mid 80s expected for us throughout the day as well. Planning out your day, this is what you can expect by 4 p.m., reaching the 80s and only getting back into the high 70s by 8 p.m. Thomas?
All right, thank you, Corey. Well, the family of a man who fell unconscious in the back of a Coos Bay police car and later died is suing the department, alleging an officer spent time texting and checking TikTok while the man was slumped over in his seat. Alma McCarty spoke with the family's attorney and shows us what unfolded.
I think it'll be a long time before there's healing there.
Healing for the family of Nathan Bradford Smith, a 33-year-old man who died a little more than a year ago.
It's galling, nonetheless. And so they're struggling.
According to a newly filed wrongful death lawsuit, this interaction, recorded by dash camera, wasn't the first time Coos Bay police had interacted with Smith that day. Here's Juan Chavez, the lead attorney on the case.
I believe at least one of these officers had encountered him earlier in the day and understood that he was using substances at that time, and that he was likely facing mental and physical health issues at that time.
This time, a 911 caller told dispatch they were concerned about Smith, lying partially in the roadway and flailing around.
He had the opportunity at that moment to be taken to a hospital that was a mile away, and instead he was put into the back of a police car.
Watch your elbow.
Smith can be heard in the video breathing quickly and heavily. In the lawsuit, attorneys point out the window didn't roll down. Smith was wearing a heavy coat and rain pants, and his temperature was 107.3. The officer transporting him drove not to the hospital, but to the police department, as Smith slumped further down in his seat. Once at the station, the officer left him there, and according to court documents, replied to texts and scrolled on TikTok upstairs.
That was crucial time for somebody to have come in and rescued him. Instead, he was left there to die. There was a 40-minute delay in getting him critical medical assistance. The EMTs did what they could to try to aggressively cool him, but it was too late.
The civil rights action against the city of Coos Bay and the officers involved calls the treatment of Smith unconstitutional, negligent, and abusive.
The hospital listed Smith's cause of death to a higher than normal temperature due to methamphetamine intoxication and from wearing heavy clothes. We reached out to both the city and to the police department, but we have not yet heard back. Portland police have arrested a woman accused of stabbing a driver for TriMet's Lyft paratransit service. It happened Thursday night near Northeast Gleason and 116th. TriMet told police the passenger was causing a disturbance and refused to get off. They say 2 Lyft supervisors showed up and appeared to have calmed her down. That's when they say 54-year-old Princess Harris pulled out a knife and stabbed them both, one in the neck. Neither were seriously hurt. Harris has been charged with assault. New data shows Portland recorded one of the steepest drops in violent crime among major U.S. cities during the first half of the year. According to the Major Cities Chiefs Association, homicides in the city fell by 51%, from 35 incidents this time last year to 17 so far this year. Portland's also seen a decrease in robberies, rapes, and assaults. Portland police say drones are becoming a valuable tool in some investigations. Thursday, a drone helped them track down burglary suspects authorities say were hiding in the attic of an Airbnb near Southeast 25th and Belmont, while the homeowner was in the basement. Jake Holter has the story.
By using a drone like this, police are able to get a look inside at a potentially dangerous situation without putting anyone else at risk.
We know you're in there.
When Portland police got a call early Friday morning about a burglary in Southeast Portland, they came prepared.
One of the officers on scene is designated as a drone operator, and so he was able to deploy one of the smaller drones into the residence and search remotely.
Portland Police Sergeant Kevin Allen explains that patrols have had drones for less than a year, but they have made a marked safety difference.
These tools really allow us to approach these situations in a more effective way with better information to try to de-escalate situations and resolve them without use of force whenever possible.
The drones have cameras allowing them to surveil an area without being too close to it. But Allen says he knows drones aren't welcome by all.
One thing I do want to really point out, though, is that we understand that there's concern in the community about the privacy aspect of these. We don't actually use the smaller drones to search interiors very often, and the main reason is because we need to have a legal justification for being there.
Oregon law states that police need a warrant or express permission from the property owner to use these drones except in emergencies. In Friday morning's case, the owner had given permission for them to enter with the drone. Police later found the suspects in the attic. Both were charged with burglary. Jake Holter, KGW News.
In healthcare news, big policy changes could come soon. Thousands of Oregonians may lose access to behavioral health treatment and their therapists. Care Oregon, a nonprofit health plan, is changing its rules for non-contracted providers because of what the organization calls sweeping federal Medicaid cuts from President Trump's Big Beautiful Bill. The move could impact up to 15,000 people. It's set to go into effect in October. Some providers say they'll be forced to close their businesses, while patients worry they'll have to start from scratch to find a new therapist.
So much of what we talk about in Oregon about our future as a state is increasing behavioral health access. And this is in direct contradiction to what that mission is.
I feel that it will be on the fault of politicians, and it will be felt in our community.
Care Oregon says they will be reaching out to impacted members to help them transition to a new provider.